Let's try this again. Hello. How is everyone tonight? I hope good. We'll wait to see if someone hops on. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Sue. Nancy, I was in the studio today. Oh, it was so much fun. I loved working. Okay, let's see here. Let me get back out of here. My video. Hi, Robin. So my Facebook or my video on my phone, the last two times that I went live, it pops up a message and it just sits there and it's in my way of my view. So I go to move it or get rid of it and it moves my orientation of my screen. So then I had to start over again. So I don't know. It's not doing it now. We'll see. So I'm just getting my other device ready so I can see comments. Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful. And there we are. So how's everyone doing? Hello, Jenny. How are you? Yes, I'm a happy girl. I want to thank everyone. I should wait till a few more people get on, but for those of you that have been praying for me, I want to thank you. It has meant a lot to me. For those of you that might not know, I had a dark spot show up on my femur above my knee, and they were concerned about it. So I just found out yesterday it is a tumor. We knew that, but we found out yesterday that it's benign and it's not anything I have to worry about. Yes, yes, thank you, Jenny. And so now we can move forward with two knee replacements. So um, I got my appointment for a consultation on that August 2nd. So I just got to deal with this pain a little bit longer, but at least we know what we're dealing with. So that's good. So, how's everyone doing? Did you like what you saw on Tuesday? I wanted to show you, you know the two cards that I made that were the slimline. I wanted to show you, actually, I'm going to show you the hats, the witches, because see how the hats are a little higher above the card? I want to show you how that fits in a business envelope, number 10 envelope. So it fits perfect if you were wondering how that was going to work. So, um, yeah, so tonight I'm going to make two cards, and it's actually stamping, but I'm going to color the stamp, and then I'm going to huff on it. And what that is after you color the stamp, you actually blow on it with your breath, which puts moisture back in it because I'm using all different colors. So by the time I get done coloring with the last marker, the other ones are dry. So by putting that moisture back in the ink, it allows you to stamp on your paper. So that will be fun. So I have two cards for that. I wanted to do three, but I only got two ready. I was working in the studio today with my friend Rhonda, so I didn't get time today to work on it. And yeah, so um, I guess what I'll do is I will point you to my work surface and we will get started. Do I have anything over here that I need to show you? I don't think so. Okay. So here's my work surface. Okay, the first card we're gonna make is I'm using fresh freesia paper, cardstock, and basic white. And I actually need, yep, right here, 2 pieces of scrap white. And I want to use, I have things all over the place here because these cards, I don't know what I was thinking, take a lot of parts, a lot of different steps. So I'm using the scalloped contour dies, and I'm using my favorite one. I use this one the most, I think. And it's a frame. So I'm going to run that through my stamp cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to use my plates. So when you use the dies, you use the platform number 1, the wedge, I don't know what this is called, number 2 plate anyway. Then you want a number 3 acrylic plate. And then, yes, I'm going to take both pieces of cardstock. This isn't even in the, yeah, there we go. Take both pieces of cardstock, put my die over top of that, put my number 3 acrylic plate on there. I'm going to pull it out a little bit. So yes, you can run 2 pieces of cardstock through with a die at the same time. If the die is intricate, I would not recommend running 2 pieces of cardstock through with it. It's going to be tough enough to get those pieces punched out if it's an intricate die. But something like this, you can run 2 through, and then you have 2 at the same time. All right, so I'm going to put this aside. Actually, these fresh freesia pieces, I need to emboss them. And I'm using the Time Worn Type embossing folder. So I'm going to do those right now while I have the machine out. And this folder, let me see if I can do this. So on the embossing folder, there is a line that you can line your paper up with to make sure that your paper is straight. And I want to do it, I want to be sure that it's straight on this one because there are words on it. So I don't want my words going wonky, on a slant or anything. So when you're using, and I'm sorry, I'm talking away from the mic. When you're using an embossing folder, and this is a 3D embossing folder, you use the base plate number 1. You put your embossing folder down next. Make sure that the hinged piece is going in first. You want the open end out. Otherwise, they tend to crack. And then we want this gray plate. And that's the sandwich that we do for a 3D embossing folder. And that's what the piece looks like. Now I'm going to do the smaller piece. Again, hinged end in first, the gray plate on top, and then wind it back through. Yes, this machine goes backwards and forwards. You don't have to feed it through the same end every time. Some people think that's silly that I say that, but some people don't know that. They say, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could go both ways. So I just tell you. Okay, now I'm going to put this aside. Get rid of that. Okay, so these are the pieces I have. Now this piece was 4¼ by 11, and I scored it at 5½. But I cut 2¾ of the paper off. So then when I fold it, it's missing half this flap. And you'll see why I did that in just a minute. Okay. I'm going to take one of my scalloped contour labels, and I'm going to use this beautiful flower that is out of the Wonderful World stamp set. This is one of the free items that you can get out of Sale-bration, and it comes with paper as well, and we're going to use that on the next card, Designer Series paper. So when you purchase, spend $100, you can get this stamp set and the matching paper, the Designer Series paper, for free. You cannot buy it. They only want to give it to you for free, which is fun. I love the word free. Okay, so these are the Stampin' Write markers, and they come in every color that or most every color that Stampin' Up has, at least the basic colors. And this one is Old Olive, and I'm just coloring the stem and the leaves. Yes, I'm coloring right on the stamp, and I'm using the fat end. So this is the brush end, the fat end, so it's wider, and this is the thinner end, which is a point. Did you know that that's what those two lines meant? What they indicated? Okay, I don't see any comments coming in, so I don't know if anyone's got questions or if they're excited or bored or let me know if you're still here. Okay, so okay. All right, so I have that colored, but see the green is probably almost dry on this stamp. So I'm going to huff on it, and then I'm going to go directly to my label and stamp on it. Okay. And press firmly. And there's your image. Then I'm going to take some fresh freesia ribbon, and this is actually retired, but I had it and it matched, so I thought I would use it. But they do have a new ribbon in fresh freesia, and you can definitely pick that up if you want to match the colors. That's one thing about Stampin' Up. All their colors match. Their ribbons, their gems, their dots, their paper, their ink. I just love it. So then I'm gonna adhere this to this with a mini glue dot. Huffing. I'm concentrating on what you are doing. Oh, Nancy, I'm glad you're here. Did you work at Bacon today? You're probably tired if you did because you've had company too. Okay, so Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these words. They're upside down, so I want to make sure they're right side up. And I'm going to put some adhesive on this. And this is Stampin' Seal. And I'm going to put it on the inside of the card. And then I want to use a sentiment from Go To Greetings. And I'm using the Thinking of You. And again, I'm just coloring that stamp. Now, I could have pulled out my ink pad and just stamped on it, but I've got my marker right here, so why not? Taking my other label, putting it on there just like so. Then I'm going to, again, yes, I did stamp that sentiment, and then I turned the label right over. It is already dry. The ink from Stampin' Up! Dries almost immediately. So it's I love that about it too, because then you're not getting ink everywhere and smearing it. I've used product before from other companies that by the time I got done stamping after an hour, my hands were all black because of all the ink that spread all over them. Okay, and then this one goes on top. And this piece, the fresh freesia is 4 by 2.5, and this fresh freesia piece is 4 by 5.25. Okay, so now I'm going to take this label with this beautiful flower on it, and on the top part, I'm only putting adhesive on the top, and you'll see why. Because I'm going to line this up so it matches perfectly over that. Because I only want it to stick to this flap. If I put it all over, it would have sealed to the card. So this is the card, and then it opens up like that. Do you like it? And you could do this in any color. You could use any embossing folder. You could use any flower. Sunflower would be pretty too. Yay, I got a heart. Okay, so there's the first card. Now let me find the pieces to the second card. I tell you. Okay, here. Okay, so this one just takes a half sheet of white, basic white cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored in the middle. So we have that. And then, okay, so then I used, like I said, the Designer Series paper. And I showed you this the other night. This is the Wonderful World, and it matches the stamp set. And this is the item that you can get for free when you purchase $100 worth of product. So what I did is I took this beautiful piece. Oh, it was so hard to cut into it, but I did. And I got this beautiful flower out of it. And then, okay, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on it. And it's going to take a half of a mini dimensional to go on the stems to keep those down. All right. Boy, these minis are mini. They're little. And I just started using them and I absolutely love them for this purpose exactly. Okay, and then this one. And again, I'm going to cut that in half. I want to make sure I get one on this little flower out here. It's a bud. And then that. Okay. All right, I'm not going to adhere it to the card yet. So the next, I'm going to clean this stamp really quick because I need to use my acrylic block here. So the acrylic blocks come in all different sizes, and there's some common ones, like this one here is the most common, I think. This is the D block. This is really common. But this one is the one I need. This is the E block, and I need it for the next sentiment as well. It's a large sentiment. I actually was gifted this set by Stampin' Up. They gave it to me as a gift. It's called Good Feelings. And I looked at it and I said, yuck. I don't like it. So then I thought, okay, don't be judgmental, Arlena. Wait to see what they do with it. What kind of things can be done with it. Well, I wasn't liking what I was seeing. But then I saw a card and I liked it. So I like the thank you, and I like you're on my mind and in my heart. I don't like I don't know, sending sunshine and good feelings your way. How do you send a good feeling? Or how do you send good vibes? I don't understand that. So that's what I don't care for. But anyway, we're going to use the you're on my mind and in my heart. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the other card. We're going to color it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Melon Mambo. Melon Mambo. That's fun to say. Say it. Everyone say it. Hello, friends. Hello, Trisha. How are you? Thank you, Nancy. It is a pretty card. And it was easy. It was very easy. I think I saw your name on something at the studio today, Trisha. Just saying. So I'm using this on different letters. And again, we're just coloring with the Stampin' Right marker. And then I'm going to use Garden Green. And I'm going to color the eye. Yep, that was my ear. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I just won't wear the left one. I wonder if I could do that. I don't know. Okay, and then we're going to use, Night of Navy. I love Night of Navy. I love navy blue. My mom's favorite color was blue. And every time I color with it or stamp with it, I think of her. Oh, I better do one in the heart too. Good memories. She hated yellow. Oh my gosh, she hated yellow. Which is the next color? I don't know why she hated yellow. Yellow is so bright and cheery and sunshine, and I don't know. Maybe it didn't look good on her. And then I'm going to use some Mango Melody on the T here. Then I'm going to use just basic black for the rest of it, and I'm just going to go over it like so, and be careful around the M. Has anyone ever done this technique? Yes, Sue, I know yours is blue. Your favorite color is blue. Oh, Trisha, yours is too? I like the sentiment of sending good vibes and feelings. It expresses support for whoever you are sending the card to. Yeah, I just don't know how you send a vibe. Maybe you can teach me how to send a vibe, Nancy. I don't know. I'm more of a praying type of person, I guess. All right, so now we have this, and again, we have to huff on it because some of those um, letters are dry. So we're going to huff on it and put our, oh, no, I'm not yet. I got to get these words in there too. Woo, that was a close one. There we go. All right, gonna huff. Okay, gonna put that here. Press real hard. I'm going up and down because my table kind of bows, so I want to make sure that it doesn't have any gaps on the stamp, on the impression. Like how that turned out? Cute, cute, cute. Then I'm going to take my flower that I put all these dimensionals on. Oh, okay. Then we're going to put that there, like so. And then that wasn't enough, so I had to do, I don't know where I set them. There they are. I told you, it's a hot mess here. Okay, I'm taking my take your pick tool. I'm going to pick up some these are just your basic rhinestones. Just add a little bit of something, something. Now see, it didn't give me a clean. Do I dare try to go over that with the marker? Whew, make me nervous. Okay, and there's the second card. What you think? Should I go sideways? Are they both in the picture? There we go. And then this one goes up like that. Love how it turned out. Thank you, Nancy. I send prayers and happy thoughts to people when think they need them. Oh, yes, I do too, Trisha. I just think happy thoughts for them and send them. Same way I send a prayer. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Trisha. Yes, they're simple, different technique, with, stamping, coloring the stamp and then stamping it. That's how you get the different colors on one stamp. And this is stamping the flower. This is cutting the flower out of the DSP. So fun. All right, I'm going to point you back up to me. Hello. Thank you, Sue. So, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Yay, Friday. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? My husband's going to be gone all day Saturday because that means I get to play in my craft room all day. I don't know what it is. I just can't get enough of it. I would never think of coloring the stamp. Thanks for demonstrating the technique. Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. Yeah, it's kind of different, isn't it? But you got to remember to huff on it to moisten the ink again before you stamp it on your paper. Otherwise, it won't turn out right. But you would quickly learn that if you did it. So, very nice. Okay. I don't think I have anything else. Anybody else have any questions or thoughts or comments or no? All right. Well, my husband made dinner and he called me down 5 minutes before I went live. So I said, I'll eat after. So he, I hope, ate without me. So his was hot. Mine will just warm up. That will be fine. How do you clean the stamps? Oh, Jenny, good question. No bacon due to the 4th of July holiday. The hurting be part of the. Okay, I got to read over here. That's part of the demonstration. Yeah, when people say you're huffing, it does take on a whole different meaning. You're so good at what you do. Oh, Sue, I just love it. It comes easy to me. I don't know how good I am. Does double cardstock work with little machine? Yes, yes, as long as it's not an intricate die. And I would not probably do an embossing folder, two papers, two cards, pieces of cardstock and an embossing folder in the mini machine. But you can cut two pieces, like a smaller die like I used, a frame or whatever. You can use two in the mini machine too. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, thank you, Trisha. Okay. How do you clean your stamps? Jenny wanted to know. So, um, this is this has been used a lot, but it doesn't ever wear out. It just gets stained. So what it is, it's a it's called Simply Chamois. It's you wet it just like a chamois, like you would wash your car with. You get it wet first. Yeah. Um, you're welcome, Robin. So you get it wet first, so then it's pliable. It's hard if when it dries. So I put it in an old wooden stamp set case. It's they used to sell them, Stampin' Up did, but they quit selling them. It will fit in the smaller one. You can still buy these. They're four in a pack for I think $13. So you wet it, and then I just keep it in here because then it stays moist. And then when it starts getting dry, I just go wet it again, and I wring it out and get all the ink out of it. There's not really a lot of ink in it, but some. So then I'm gonna actually, Jenny, I'm gonna point down so you can see this. I didn't know that you could cut two pieces of paper at one time. I'm going to try it. I agree with Sue. You are great at what you know. You guys, you're making me blush. Okay, so here's my Simply Chamois, and it's just water on there, and you just rub it on there until all the ink's off of it, and then it's clean. Now the photopolymer, I don't know if I have one handy. Let me they came out with the chamois with the photopolymer. Um, that's these. So they're see-through, um, and these can be washed with water. Now, the red rubber, which is what Stampin' Up! Used to always have, all their stamps were red rubber. They have what's called Stampin' Mist and a stamp scrub. And those, when you use that Stampin' Mist, it does condition the red rubber. So it tends to make it last longer. But I've been using this for 2 years, and my red rubber ones, here's another red rubber one. Um, they're it's not hurting them at all. So that's what I do. And then I just close it up, and that keeps it wet for a while. And yeah, yeah, it is easy. And let me see here. The chamois is in the back of the manual. Manual. Yeah. Oh boy. You can tell I used to teach or work, instruct people in my job. I actually, for those of you who don't know, I worked for the Supreme Court and retired in 2017 from the state of Michigan. And I worked with all the circuit courts across Michigan in all 83 counties. And it was fun. I got to travel. Oh, it was wonderful. Anyway, I wrote and maintained manuals for our software product. Okay, so this is the Simply Chamois, and it's $8.50. Yep, you're welcome, Jenny. So good investment. It makes it really easy. I keep it right on my desk, and I clean my stamps as soon as I'm done with them and put them away because I don't want to wait till after. The the photopolymer stamps, the red colors and the purple colors will stain the photopolymer, but it doesn't come off once you clean the stamp. It doesn't come off on your other projects. I guess I can point you back up to me. So yeah, it's a great investment. Okay. All right. You are welcome, Jenny. I'm glad to have spent time with you guys tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Um, send me a message Saturday if you wanna craft with me. I'd love to. We could do it online or whatever. Yeah. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next Thursday, same time, same place. Share with a friend if you will, and I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.